What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the uncrowned Otaku. Sorry about that. I'm still recovering my voice from the weekend. And y'all are seeing this video, actually. I recorded it yesterday, but I'm uploading it today because I'm trying to get ahead of my schedule instead of staying either on pace or behind. But either way, latest episode of I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World and became unrivaled in this world too. Or is it the real world? It became unrivaled in the real world too. Latest episode just dropped, and I have to apologize to my brother because he said something after watching episode 1 that I vehemently disagreed with. And after watching this episode, I actually ended up kind of agreeing with him. He doesn't know that yet, but I'll tell him that later. So we pick up where we left off. Yuuya was being bullied by his brother, his sister, and his old bullies. When homegirl, who now we know her as Kaori, that's what we know her as now. She steps in and she's like, oh yeah, sorry, I had you investigated. I know that's rude of me, but I had to know who saved me. I'd like to invite you to this academy. And the hateful brother and sister was like, we're way better than him. I know we're only in our third year of middle school, but can we go? And she looks at him and she goes, you guys disgust me. She didn't say that exactly, but she did say the way they talked to her savior, the person she owes a favor to, the way they insulted him, absolutely not. We have no room in this academy for filth. Drops them to their knees, tells Yuuya, bring that here, boy, and takes him to the academy to check it out. Now, Yuuya, like anybody, is confused because he looked completely different. So he explores the academy, meets Kaori's dad, and he's like, yo, we owe you a favor. We don't care about your academics. We care about your character, yada, yada, yada. And he does a trial period at the academy. Now, this is where I kind of start to agree with my brother. And my brother's premise was, I wish that he never got in shape and got pretty. I wish they left him the way he was. He was chunky, had the moles, a little bit ugly, stuttering problem, didn't have the confidence, and he still doesn't have the confidence, but everything else, he's a pretty boy now. He's super handsome. He is traditionally celebrity pop star. This dude must be an R&B singer handsome. And when he gets into the classroom, he introduces himself, everybody is so stunned to speak. Like, oh, this dude's so handsome. What? Where did he come from? I need to know more about him. And that's when I started thinking, wow, I wonder if they would have had the same reaction if he was hideous like he was in all of his previous schools. Because we saw, even when he started in the high school, because, in episode 1, he graduated from middle school and went to high school. When he got into high school, he had that new body, and everybody was shocked, and Loki had the same reaction, wanted to be his friend. So I'm curious if what the headmaster or the chairman of the board was saying, where this school, we care about character more, if Yuuya was still fat, ugly, and horrendous looking, would he have gotten that same reaction from the students? Would he be able to make friends with, I believe the dude's name was Ryo, and I think Shindo? One is in the going home club, the other's in the gaming club. Would they have wanted to befriend him if he wasn't as fit and as handsome as he is now? That's something that I think, when you consider what episode 1 is, how he was like, yeah, despite my appearance, I'm going to do the right thing. And how Kaori is kind of saying, well, you have kind eyes. That's all I really care about. Yeah, you slimmed down, but that don't matter. Your kind eyes haven't changed. If that's the truth, they should have left him the way he was. Now, granted, I understand. He's level 200 right now. He was doing his thing in the other world. Of course, his body had to go through a change. But really, did it? Did it, though? Did it? Because right now, I can't help but think if he was still hideous, if he was still looking the way he was, hideous is such a terrible word. But low-key, y'all saw him in episode 1. That man is ugly. Ugly as a dog. If he was still as ugly as he was in the beginning of the series, I found it hard to believe this school would have accepted him the way they did now that he's handsome and tall and fit. So I wish I could talk to the creator personally. I need to know, are the people in the school just more accepting of anybody, or is it because he really changed his body? Because yes, everybody at the school, I don't see anybody getting bullied so far. No bullying issue. Everybody seems welcoming, open arms. They all kind of schmoozing with each other. But also, everybody in this school looks to be, again, traditionally handsome for the most part. Even the dude who's in the gaming club, he's a little shorter, but still, he looking kind of fit for a gaming club dude. He might be on the thinner side and maybe don't pack as much power, but somebody would find him attractive. Yuuya in episode 1, nobody's finding him attractive. Let's keep it a stack, a buck, a 100. You feel me? That's my. And again, At first, I was like, no, he had to change. He leveled up so much. I don't think the change is going to affect the story. That's what I was telling my brother. Like, he has to change. He had that. His body had to make that adjustment. But now I'm like, no. In order for this to go the way that I think the author wanted it to go, the way he was portraying in episode 1 was that, yeah, you can look like this and maybe the world won't accept you, but somebody will. I needed him. Now it's like I wanted him to stay the way he is, because if he stayed looking short, chubby, moles, stuttering, all of that, if he still had that and then this school accepted him for who he was, dog, that's a way bigger momentum shift. Because right now I'm thinking the school accepted him the way any school would accept a handsome new transfer student. You're going to want to know more about that handsome student. But the short, fat, ugly student, you don't give a damn about that student, right? So I feel like they lost the chance to prove something in this anime by changing the main character. Now, he has accepted the position. Osei Academy, school of super prodigy, genius, rich people. You go here, you're set for life. He's accepted it. He's going to go there. Tuition free. First, and the cafeteria was banging. All that food, dog. Oh, man. I'd lose all my money in the cafeteria. Still getting my voice back. And it looks like they got hella different clubs set up. Everybody's still kind of like looking at him because he's so handsome. They want to know more about him. But again, Yuuya, he still has that lack of confidence going in. So I'm going to need him to pick that up and start making some more friends. But I feel like that'll come naturally. He himself is still adjusting to his new body. And then he meets Kaori. They have like some, I think that was a crepe. I don't really know. But they get some sweets. And they have a nice slight romantic moment where she says, stop calling me by the proper name, call me by my first name, which y'all know is a big deal. That means super close friendship. You call somebody by their first name. And then they both take bites of each other's sweets. And the girls around are like, look at them. They're so cute. Oh, adorable, precious. And you can see both of them are just blushing. Kaori kind of feeling Yuuya. Yuuya, you might be a little slow on the uptick. I know you never had romantic relationships in the past, but yo, she feeling you. She come from a good family. The dad's already indebted to you for saving his daughter. She looks at you like her hero, and now she looking at you like, yo, I would like to get with him a little bit, That was an indirect kiss y'all just had. Come on, bro. You gotta lock in on that. But the moment I'm thinking that, he goes back to the other world. He's like, I need to train before I start in this new school, because it's gonna be crazy. And he finally gains the confidence to step outside of the fence. And this is how you know who Yuuya's true character, what his true character really is. He's hesitating, stepping outside the fence. He's like, I've trained for this. I'm leveled up. I got these weapons. I'll be good. But you can see he's hesitant to take that step until he hears somebody cry out for help. Once he hears that cry for help, this man, without a second thought, dashes out the fence, going headfirst to danger. And that's the kind of person that he truly is, even in his older form. When he saw Kaori being threatened by a group of dudes, he went straight to help her out. Same thing with this chick, but the level of danger, low-key, is kind of the same. Sure, the group of dudes might not have killed him. This thing can definitely kill him. This orc, which he didn't even know what it was, but he knew the creatures around this land were level 200 to 400. And he's only level like 230. So he knew imminent danger could be involved, but his mindset, and it's so ingrained in his persona, his personality, his character, he's always going to help people in need. And that's what I low-key love about this anime. This dude, no matter what, is going to help the people in need. So he rushes into danger. First encounter, he's trying to fight this thing. He sees the girl laying there. And you know what? Respect to Yuuya, because he acknowledges that the guy he's fighting is faster and is going to overwhelm him. But he's like, I got something he don't. He got the brain power and he got the items. So he starts using the items to the maximum efficiency. Arrows, pulls out the sword that can cut through anything and just cleaves this man in two. Now, what I didn't know is you can turn invisible. That was new to me in this episode. Because when the knights come to save who we're assuming is a princess, he turns invisible. And I'm like, this is a good opportunity to learn more about this world you're in. Go ahead and eavesdrop, my boy. Because at first I was like, don't turn invisible. Take the credit. But also, who would believe he had just slain a big orc? So it was either risk fighting these knights, not believing that they would trust you, or turn invisible and learn about this land. He made the right choice. But again, the only thing I wish they didn't do again was just slim him down. They should have left this man chunky, and I think that would have had way more impact, especially seeing if Osei Academy, the most prestigious school in the land, if they would have accepted him for who he truly was instead of who he was now. Oh my gosh, that would have sent waves. That would have sent waves through just everybody that's watching the show, bro. Missed opportunity there, but hey, Maybe something will happen and he transforms back into his normal self, and everybody is still just accepting of him. There's still hope for that down the line. Anime is fire, y'all. I told you episode 1 was fire. Episode 2, just as fire. Little less on the action side, but towards the end, you get that action, and you know it's about to pick up in the other world as well. He got baddies in the real world and in the other world. Stop playing with my man Yuuya. He really him. Uncrowned Kingdom, what did y'all think of episode 2? Comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the social media jazz. Uncrowned Kingdom, I've been your boy, the Uncrowned Otaku. That's the fire that keeps the kingdom burning safely, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace, bros. Peace, peace, peace.